The Brook Reviver 2, also known as the Dia, or Dia, however you want to pronounce it. This can potentially be the very best Pokemon Go Autocatcher around. The best you've ever seen, maybe even will ever see. Stick around, I'm going to show you how you can make it the very best. But anyway, let's get to pairing this. In my last video, I couldn't pair it, but let's get to pairing this real quick and go out and let's see how this works. So if you saw my last video, you would have seen I wasn't able to test this. While they did send me this, Brook didn't send me the charger. So what I did for the past 2, maybe 3 hours, even though it doesn't take that long, was I plugged it into a charger, USB charger, and then I plugged it into charge. Now, mind you, while it is charging, because it's already charged fully, you only see that logo when you press the button. There is no battery indicator when it's fully charged. All right, no big deal though. So I'll just go ahead and take this out for now. Now on your phone, now this works with Android and iOS. So you just open up the Play Store and up here you type in Brook Star, and we'll go ahead and download Brook Star. Then we'll go ahead and open it. Okay, so allow Pocket Auto Catch to access device's location. So we'll do while using the app. Okay, now you see in the bottom, press Pocket Auto Catch button. So we'll just press the crystal right here, the Swarovski crystal. So you see it turns on, and then found Brook device, connecting to device, already up to date, so you can see that this will update the firmware if it needs to be. Now on this screen, if you want to disable auto capture unknown, auto capture known, auto connect stops, you don't want it to vibrate, or you want to disable the animation, you can do that here. So we'll go ahead. You see I turned everything off. So now if I go over here, so you can see it's still pairing here. So now it's done. So I went ahead and closed out of the app. And now if I press this button, you can see there's an X there, X there. There's an X everywhere because, well, we disabled everything. That's the connection to the phone. Okay. So now if we come back, we have to wait till the screen, the animation and the display turns off. And then when it does turn off, it just turned off. So now we can go back into Brook Star, press Pocket Auto Catch button. Okay, so again, we're finding the Brook device, connecting to device, already up to date. Now everything's disabled here. So now this comes in handy because let's say you don't want, your bag's almost full. You don't want to capture unknown right now. You want to capture known. You want to auto collect stops. Or if you only want to auto collect stops, just go ahead and disable that and maybe disable that. So all these great options. Now, again, you have to make sure your screen is off while you're doing this. Mind you, the animation is going on showing it's connecting, but aside from that, so now that this is done, it's paired, we close out of it. And now we open up Pokemon Go. Okay, and then we'll go into settings, go all the way down, go into Pokemon Go Plus. Here you can see there's nothing there. So now I'm just going to go ahead and press on this button. Okay, and you can see Pokemon Go Plus. So we'll click it. And now it's pairing to the device from within Pokemon Go. Maybe for good measures, I'll press this again. Okay, so connected to Pokemon Go Plus. Now, it's catching something right now. You can hear the vibration. Someone just kicked me out of a gym. But anyway, so it just missed an Eevee. Now it's going over here. Okay, it caught a Bidoof, and now it's gonna go for Marowak. So sometimes like I just did to interact with the screen. If you interact with the screen while this is going, it's going to take a little bit longer for this to auto catch again. So for example, if I'm catching a Pokemon while this is auto catching another Pokemon, which you can do, it's going to take a little bit before it comes back into play. Now I'm going to go real quick and to Rockwood Park and show you a few more of the cool things this can do aside from auto catching Pokemon while you're catching other Pokemon. Check it out. The Brook Dia, or the Brook Reviver 2, comes with a bunch of these wristbands, and this one is kind of cool. It's the metal one, doesn't come with all the hair, I promise. You can literally drop it in there and kind of just snap it in place. It's not going to go anywhere. All right, so with Pokemon Go up, we can see, I'm just going to go ahead, tap the Swarovski crystal. You can see Brook appear on your screen right here, and we're already pairing in Pokemon Go. On this one, I like to press it once or twice just to make sure. All right, so now we're in the perfect spot. You can see it's already catching it. It missed the Chikorita, and now let's see if you can catch the Cacnea. Okay, so that long ba 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 is the fact that it caught it. Okay, it caught it. Let's see if it catches Tauros. Okay, it caught it too. So 1 out of 4 it missed, which isn't bad. Now you can see it's spinning Pokestop, so it's going to attempt to catch anything and everything nearby. Now we're gonna take it driving in a little bit fast down the street, so you can see how it catches in that scenario. But now we're just going to go ahead, drive around the park, and so right now we're going about 10, we'll probably go up to 15 miles per hour. So it caught something else. So you could see that that little pink arrow appears sometimes even before the Pokemon comes on the screen. So, you know, even though it might be on the screen, you know, it hasn't appeared just yet, and the Reviver 2 will sense it. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so we'll come over here. So now I want to do something that you might find pretty awesome. So right now I'm just going to disconnect it. Okay, so we can see it's off on the screen. So this is not connected to it right now. I'm going to show you one of my favorite features about the Reviver 2. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull here, and we're gonna get out of the car for a minute. So 1 sec. All right, so right now we're at the Rockwood Nature Center. I wanna show you some of the cool things it can do with a gym. Okay, so we can see right here, not only do we have 2 Team Rockets, but we have a bunch of Pokemon, and of course we have a gym. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here to pair it, and then click over here. Oops. Click over here. So connecting to Pokemon Go Plus. We'll just wait till that pairs up. It's going to immediately either spin the stops or catch the Pokemon. More than likely it's going to attempt to catch a Pokemon. Press it again just for good measures. Okay, so now it's catching them on. So now I'm going into the gym. Now, I'm not going to take this guy out of the gym, but what I will show you is the fact that, so again, we're not catching any Pokemon or spinning stops with our fingers. So we're in a gym. So as we're battling, you could still hear it catching the Pokemon, and in a second, when it's done catching all those Mon, you're going to see on the side of the screen over here that it's spinning the stop. See, it just spun a stop, but it will spin all the stops and catch all the Pokemon around. Now, if you remember, there was about maybe 5 Mon around, so it's already spun everything. So I'm gonna get out of here, leave him be. Okay, so there are no more Pokemon around. All the stops are spun, even that one over there that I thought we were out of range of. So that is one of the awesome things. I use it many times while I'm battling or doing whatever with friends out here, that, you know, I'll be battling maybe a 5-star or now the Mega Evolutions, and, you know, I don't have time to catch everything else, but I do with this. So again, as you saw, it just spins all the stops. Even when the stops go away like they are pink right now, if we just stand here for another 15 minutes or whatever the time is, it's going to catch it again when it turns blue again. So that is awesome, and any Mon that appear again, it's going to try to catch them also. So another one of the awesome features. Now we have Pokemon Go up. I don't have it connected just yet. We are by a body of water. It is supposedly water resistant, not waterproof, but when I tested the Reviver and the Meteor, it also said water resistant, not waterproof. So, and it worked just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead, turn this guy on. Now this is one thing I don't like about the Swarovski crystal, I can't say it right, is it makes you push it a lot harder. Okay, so now it shows connecting to Pokemon Go. Unfortunately, I couldn't see it on the screen, but we are in a lot of sunlight right now. So you can see on the screen we have a bunch of Pokestops and Pokemon. I'm gonna go ahead, just for good measures, again, click on it. So what I want to do is, okay, so it's in the water, and I don't know if you could see it, but you can hear as it's catching Pokemon the vibrations of it underwater. And that is not the rubber band, that is a metallic band. So it's not the band that's water resistant or waterproof, it's the actual device. So I'm gonna go ahead, just take it out of there for now. And we're still connected, so it's still alive. So that's pretty awesome for the times that you go out raiding in the rain, you go out catching in the rain. Everybody has their umbrellas. My phone is waterproof, but none of my catching devices are. This is now. So while the raindrops might interrupt this a little bit, it won't bug this at all. So another pretty awesome bonus of the Reviver 2 or Dia, whatever they decide to call it. One thing that a lot of people ask me for is, can I turn the screen off? I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So go ahead and pair up the Reviver 2 or the Dia. Seems to take a while each time, so I always press it again just to make sure. Okay, so we're connected. Now you see all these Pokemon, all these stops. Okay, I just turned off the screen. You're going to see on there, and you can hear it. Caught a Pokemon, and that's going to keep going for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. I'm still going to show you everything just in fast forward until everything stops vibrating, and then we can see the field. Now, one of the things I do want to mention is at times while you're moving around, the screen will not, while it's off, it won't refresh. So it might look like all the Mon and all the everything are there, but when you go to spin a stop or you go to try to catch the Pokemon, you'll get an error in the game. And it's not an error that's going to affect anything. It's just, since the screen hasn't refreshed, it doesn't know what's going on because you did it with the screen off. But right now we're saving battery, the screen's off, and you know, you can keep playing like this for however long. And anyway, my phone is on a charger, charging key wireless charger, and actually it looks like everything is done, so I didn't have to fast forward. One sec. Okay, so looks like everything's there, but if we come over here, you remember there was a Cacnea, a Purloin, and an Eevee. They're probably in here, if it Pidgey, Purloin, Eevee. So Purloin and Eevee and a Cacnea. So now if I go to click on Cacnea, he runs. Eevee, he runs. And Purloin, he runs. I go to spin this guy, you can't. See, it just turned purple, and all of these turned purple, so it caught up. So I wanted to show you that. I get that question a lot. All right, so we are about to take off. So I'm just turning on the Brook and pairing it to my phone real quick. Just waiting for it to pair. I'll do the second one just in case. I don't know that it needs it, but it doesn't hurt. Come on. You know what? I'll do it a third time. It's taking too long. I don't know. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, it's connected. So now I just gotta wait till we start moving, and it's catching as we go. All right, that was the miss one. It goes pop, pop, pop. Okay, and we're ready to go. So even though you saw a bunch of Pokemon earlier, as we're driving, you're going to see less and less. That little screen down there shows you all the Pokemon in range. When that screen turns off, chances are you're not going to encounter a Pokemon. So as we're driving, there is a chance we're going to catch a Pokemon. As you're driving over, let's say over 30 miles per hour, there is no chance you're going to spin a stop. Spinning a stop always takes a little bit longer. Right, so I'm at the part I usually do a U-turn at. We still haven't caught one, so I'm going to keep going just a little tiny bit further and then do a U-turn there. So now one thing a lot of people complain about it is, you know, I don't catch many Mon when I'm driving. You're not going to, but I promise you, you're going to catch 100% more Mon using this than if you were just playing Pokemon Go alone while you were driving. Because you're driving, you're distracted. You can't be looking at your phone while you're driving unless you want to kill somebody or yourself. So just making a U here. So as we were making the turn, you saw, you know, we caught one, and we're driving now. We're going about 40. It's still catching that one, though that one was at the stop as well. So you could see that it's catching them, but like with all auto catching devices, while you're going fast, while you're going over, I would say 30 miles per hour, you're not going to catch any. I say 30, or is it 20? Yeah, 30. Because I say 30 because in my neighborhood, we can only drive 25 miles per hour. I go 30, just a little bit faster, but still at 30 or at 25 even, I'm still catching Mon. And sometimes when I drive by the gyms that are at where I live, it does spin those gyms as well. But again, I'm going anywhere between 15 and 30 miles per hour at that point. Whoa, what was that? That just said no. It didn't even give us a chance to complain. So, okay, that one just spun a stop as we're coming back into the park. Okay, so I've shown you how to catch Pokemon while you're stationary. I've shown you that while you're stationary, if you interact with the screen, it will at times, take a little bit longer to catch until it gets back to the point that, oh, okay, now I'm auto catching. I've shown you driving around at a slow speed, it catching and spinning stops. I've shown you how the auto catch device, the Reviver 2, works while you're battling in the gym, that it could still catch everything. I've even submerged this for about a minute or two and, shown you it working. And then I've shown you how it works while we're driving, on the regular freeway, going 45 miles per hour, the speed limit. So, again, this is the Brook Reviver 2, might be known as the Dia. Now, just know, the way it is right now is not necessarily the way it's going to be if and when you buy it. So, in my description and pinned comment, I give you the ability to vote how you want this Brook Reviver 2 or Dia to be, all the features that it may have. If you like it, if you don't like it, you can get rid of it or you can add it, and all the features you want. Brook has given me the ability to give you guys the option to do that, and I think that is pretty awesome of Brook to extend that to me. It did it again. I don't know what that is. That was weird. But anyway, again, this is Iggy with ThisBytesForYou, showing you guys the Brook Reviver 2 or the Dia, how it works. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comments below, and make sure to vote. Iggy out. See you guys.